St. Louis, Missouri, the site for tonight's Atlantic 10 Conference matchup and the annual Billiken Blizzard. It's a whiteout as the St. Louis Billikens get set to host the Dayton Flyers from inside Chaffetz Arena. St. Louis tied for second place in the Atlantic 10 right now. Last 10. Our officials, Tony Padilla, Marcus Pettigrew, and Greg Nixon, and we're underway. Here's Malachi Smith for the Flyers on the opening possession of tonight's game. Off the screen, Bennett for three. No good. In and out. Rebound, Anya.
Good look, though. Jimerson's got caught up on a single screen there and allowed Bennett to get a good look up but couldn't get it to go down.
How big is Kobe Johnson, though, for this St. Louis team as well, Dallin, coming off a career-high 19 points in the last game?
That's exactly what I was saying in the open, because as Anthony Grant said, those big three are going to get theirs. You can't have a performance like Johnson did against the Rams. That was game-changing.
And to round out the starting five, Kalu Anya, who had just gotten
they're a better team.
Starting five for the Flyers. Santos leading the way with 14.5 points a game. Here's Bennett to the hole. Avila with a block for St. Louis. Jimerson for three. It happens quick.
Bennett is on Avila right now, so you got a 6-foot guard on a 6'10 center. They got him a touch inside. They should have given him another one.
Jimerson launched it up to no avail. Still 3-0 St. Louis. 2 minutes and 20 seconds gone by first half. Santos, wow, nice shot for three.
Now you see the switch again. Malachi Smith, a point guard on him. He's going to try to back down, and Dayton is not going to overhelp. They're going to let their guards stand there and try to foot fake and create some pressure on him.
And they get a steal. Malachi Smith the other way, and he converts to the Flyers as they go up 5-3, 4.5 minutes into the... Johnson, 3 on the clock for three. Good. He's onto the scene. We showcased him a little bit last year in the NIT on their way to the championship game, and that loss to Seton Hall. And Coach Schertz would remember the amazing crowd that he had at Indiana State. Now has it here tonight in St. Louis as Jimerson drives in for two.
This is where Gibson Jimerson's game has changed. The free throw line 10 times. It's a difference maker for this offense.
Javon Bennett over to Posh Alexander, who's in along with Zed Key, and he is fouled underneath. And Zed Key initially
last in the nation in bench minutes played, and also 12th in the nation in excuse me. It's supposed to be a red shirt,
right?
And now he's getting major minutes here.
Kind of instinctually done, but it's very effective and it's hard to defend.
Well, it's also the way you're supposed to do it if you're a great shooter. That wasted motion of going down and up can be the difference between a great look and a good look. And I'll tell you what, we've covered him for so long. He's gotten so much better as Bennett hit that three over the last 3 years. When he catches the shot pocket, there is no wasted motion, and he's dead.
Speaking of a good look there, that time Bennett got free and hit it, and the Flyers are up 9-8. Inside, turnaround no good by Johnson. Couldn't quite get it back. Enoch Cheeks the other way. It's by Warlick, goes through the double team, and he scores it. Enoch Cheeks.
9-1 when he had over 10 field goal attempts, and 3-4 when he did not. So his aggression is really important, and he has been aggressive in this game, taking some threes, and obviously he sees the mismatch with Warlick. Last time went right out.
Yep, puts it up again. That's his 4th attempt of the night, and he's 2 for 4 in his on cue.
And he's efficient as could be. 50, 40, 90 is what you want. 50% from the field, 40 for 3, and 90 from the free throw line. That is like the gold standard of efficiency. Very few guys are that. He has the 50, he has the 40. He's 88 from the free throw line.
You see it, an 8-0 run here for Dayton in the last 1 minute and 50 seconds. Jimerson goes to the hole, off the window, he got it. Lewis, see how long he sits. Alexander to Santos, fights down the lane. The runner is good, and the Flyers are now getting the rolls here. It's 6 of 13 from the field, and they lead it by 5.
It's a very poor closeout by Kalu Anya. Santos flew right by him.
Now not quite as much scoring on the court right now if you're St. Louis, right? Dallin is Warlick battles inside.
Too, by the way. It's just phenomenal.
Dayton has hit 4 of their last 4 from the field. Bennett trying to make it 5 for 5, and he does. It's another 3 for Javon Bennett.
Freshman mistake.
Johnson, a little push off there on Key. Coach Grant wanted a foul, didn't get the call. Out to Anya. Spinning, falling down. Warlick for three in the corner, and a knuckleball goes down for three.
In honor of Tim Wakefield. There was no rotation, no worries.
Flyers started 2 of 9 from the field. They're 5 for their last 5 here, but their lead is only 3. Bennett kicks it. Santos, that's a 3 ball. That one's good. And Nate Santos.
You got Bruce Weber, who becomes a great head coach. Jake Price, a great assistant coach. And us two clowns at 12 years old just being like, can I get out of this meal? Can I go get some ice cream? Can we go to Snow Bear, please?
That's awesome.
And I will say, a real quick shout out. 11 years ago, last week, we lost Tom Reiner. Drop off. So this team needs to kind of regroup. And now I like this Dayton move coming out. We'll see if they get in there switching again. How Avila adjusts to that.
Off his hands and on the run, it's Enoch Cheeks looking for the dunk, and he's going to lay it in. And a timeout by Josh Schertz in St. Louis.
It's going to happen.
No, I thought it was a good message, and look, he poured his heart and soul into that place. They did win a national championship. They went to 4 Final Fours. I mean, you brought in some of the greatest players. As this basket is scored here by Swope, so very well. 26-17. Finally, the Billikens stopped the run here, but the Flyers have still hit 8 of their last 8 from the field. Alexander trying to continue the trend. He does. It's a wide open 3, Dallin, in the corner, and he knocks it down.
Well, they'll live with his.
Pass it here for Dayton, as they are now 11 of 18 from the field, 6 of 10 from three-point range. Latong for Bennett. That's an NBA range 3, and why not? They are feeling it here. 10 for their last 10 from the.
It's a pretty start, and when they've been in this building, they've been tough.
Here's Swope.
Again, there's a mismatch, but they keep trying to drive these mismatches without any movement.
Malachi Smith, no, the tap is there from Jacob Connor.
They've got it.
Malachi Smith doesn't get it to go. Swope's got it. The defense there on the run. Jimerson calling for it in the corner, doesn't get it. St. Louis, they started 6 of 13. They're 1 for 8 since, making 1 for 9. Jimerson follows up the miss.
Something they don't do a lot of is offensive rebound. But
to Rupp Arena, 9 p.m. That's tomorrow on ESPN. Dallin, I know you'll be in the studio. A lot of action for you and the crew tomorrow as well.
With Coach Passner, he's not going to appreciate that. I didn't really take a shot. I can't speak for him making open threes. I'll just speak for myself. That matchup with Duke Carolina is the most unpredictable thing we have in college basketball. Who's hot? Under the radar, Texas Tech against Houston. Houston now has won 13 straight, coming off that wild win.
Puts it up, good if it goes. Not there. Tap by Swope into the hands of Anya.
Great double team when they had Zed Key. Almost forced a turnover. Got the stop. What a block. They're going to say he went through the hoop. Yep.
They're calling a goaltend as Cheeks got in there to try to block that Swope layup. But
they will look at that. If it even gets to halftime, they will review that play to see if that goaltend call was appropriate.
Cheeks on top for Alexander. Shot clock again is winding down. Posh Alexander now puts it up on the foul line and hits.
All schools together now, St. John's and Butler.
5 points, 3 assists coming off the bench here for Posh Alexander for the Flyers.
Here's your mismatch again. You got Alexander. You can't just turn and throw it, though.
Anya got the block there. Jimerson forces it back inside to him and gets the layup. That worked out. 55 seconds to go first half. 22 to shoot. Swope. They're thinking 2 for 1 here. Making it inside to Avila. Got blocked and fouled. 5 remaining first half. In Louisville, they've been to 13 straight NCAA tournaments. And
Flyers chance to extend it. They see right now they're in a zone, and they're not going to be in a rush, but they want to execute, get a good look off, and at least go into break with a double-digit lead.
Latong inside, fouled. Hit hard with 3.7 seconds to go in the first half. Anya with 2 fouls to go along with Avila's 2 as well from the too. Right? I mean, they come off a really tough game there. A 22-point loss. You don't see that often, right? At St. Bonaventure this past week, and they're responding pretty well here. 1 second to go from half court. Good if it goes. And so Dayton, who led by as many as 17 in the first half, will take a 12.
Josh Schertz, you say, hey guys, that's about as bad as we've played recently. We're 20 minutes in. We can bounce back here. We need to value the ball, be smart with it, be aggressive, and when they do switch, identify it and make the right play within the course of the offense.
So here's Swope for St. Louis. Gets it to Johnson. A good look for three. It's up and it's in. And that's how the second half starts. This half knocked out of his hands.
Straight isolation, but this is what Josh Scherz talks about, being tough and physical. That's not always on defense. That's on offense. Play with physicality. Avila literally just turned the ball right in front of him, and then Bennett punishes the other way.
Bennett continues his hot shooting from the field tonight. It's 40-28. Flyers lead. Bennett's got 12, all on 4 3-pointers.
And good looks. Now, again, he has range out to the 3-point line. This is not a surprise.
Anya doesn't go. Avila, the rebound blocked, and a foul, and Latong.
Guys will foot fake and get back. So if they're not going to double, he has to recognize that.
0 for 3 from the free throw line here. Finally gets one to go. Swope checked by Malachi Smith.
So now you got your switch.
There's the mismatch. Avila bumping with Smith. They're going to call Smith for the foul.
Go to his right hand. Very easy. I mean, I've been a mouse on the house before. It's not fun down there.
Well, we got 6 college basketball games highlighted in the schedule tomorrow on ESPN, and just some block for Latong. Still in with the 3 personal fouls. We played 3 minutes in this second half. Bennett on the runner. He got it. Here's Bennett. There's Santos. Smith. There's Latong wide open. Easy 2.
Beautiful. Just slipped behind the defense. They thought he was going to come out and set a screen. I think he went and kind of back cut it. Good delivery.
The lead is 14. Led by as many as 17, 34-17 with 4:50 to go in the first half. Anya gets the 2 right back. On the runner, Smith up to the top. Santos, the extra pass. Bennett, another good look for 3. That's no good this time. Swope with a good box out on the rebound.
Great transition defense by the Flyers, though. Santos got up there and stopped Jimerson, but Swope did that.
It's 2 of 3 this second half from beyond the arc. It's a 9-point game.
That call was initially designed to be Santos coming off that screen to post up. He refused it. See if they can get something they want. They do.
Bennett got deep, got the bucket, and he was fouled by John.
The momentum in this building stays a little quiet, and Bennett had the return.
They found themselves trailing by double digits for most of the game.
Trying to find Alexander inside. He's on Avila.
Avila with the offensive rebound off the Johnson miss, and the putback. And we're at a 10-point game now. Santos misses on the 3, Swope the rebound.
This is what they got to do. Get in transition.
Jimerson, 3-ball. He's 2 of 5 from 3-point range. A team-high 12 points. The crowd's back in it. Santos got it. Yeah, he's played with some energy and authority tonight.
He really has. From the first 3 when he was screaming afterwards,
right.
Showed a ton of energy and emotion, which honestly at shoot around, no, it banked in. Well, at shoot around, it was a pretty quiet and lifeless shoot around for Dayton. They play with tremendous energy.
Key from Cheeks.
It took 2 little steps. I mean, that was, he lifted the pivot foot. He traveled first, and then the contact came. It's one of those things where if you just kind of jump right up, he was off balance. You might have gotten the foul right away.
There's Cheeks off the screen, puts up a 3. It's good. How about that for Enoch Cheeks?
I can't say it enough. When he is aggressive, they are just flat out better. That is a tough shot, but he is a really good player. He's an all-league caliber player. Come off looking to shoot. He's done it from the tip of this game. He's been aggressive, and it's a difference for this team.
He called it down. He's 5 of 8 tonight. 12 points, 2 of 5 from 3-point range. Back the other way, it's Jimerson. He's doing everything for St. Louis.
Places to him, and of course, Coach Dunphy leading that list. A great list of coaches. And this A-10 is loaded with outstanding coaches. As they come their zone, the ball fake by Jimerson.
Jimerson relocates and puts up another 3. Swope for 3. Nails it. Swope. Oh, Smith. Shot clock. It's down to 7. Smith for 3 to try to quiet the crowd. Can't do it. Tapped by Jack. He's called for the foul.
can St. Louis execute? And I'm interested with this lineup. Getting Anya back in the mix here. Jimerson trying to get in that right-handed drive.
He does it again. He's got 19 points. The last time St. Louis.
9 inside by Jimerson.
Here's Bennett. Shot clock inside 10. Javon Bennett trying to do the same thing. Gets bumped, puts it up and in.
The use of his body today has been phenomenal. But it was enough. I mean,
you don't have to do that, right, Down? If you're him, I mean, you got
no, you just keep doing what you're doing. You don't need to push that arm off. Now, Cheeks is physically an imposing athlete. It's different than a regular guard.
Oh, big shot by Santos. Just inside the three-point line. That's no good. Johnson has it.
Every analytics nerd just went nuts on that shot.
Right. Swope for three, and that's the swing. A 5-point.
He was contesting late. Avila then had the first step on him. He's able to recover and make him finish over. He couldn't do it.
Latong got free for three, and he hits it.
That's the one. We talked about this. This was a weapon last week against St. Joe's. You saw it a little bit. The form of this Dayton team. They've been so up and down, but to get a big win on the road would be huge. Jimerson's coming back. That's a good hesitation. Oh.
Lost the handle going up, and he got fouled.
I think Latong got him.
Billikens several school records, including the all-time leading scorer. He had 2,195 among all active players in the country in that category as well. Pretty impressive.
Post Santos, how are they going to guard him? But most importantly, get a rebound. 7 offensive rebounds in the second half for the Flyers.
Here's Santos, gets it to Latong. Kicks it for Alexander. Gets a step on the drive. Blocked by Avila, and Latong has it. Back out to Bennett. Got free for three. It is in and out. Another offensive rebound, Dallin has just said. And a foul is called as Alexander cleans that one up.
Wow. You have the right guy shooting it, Bennett, on the recovery. Defense has been fine, but they have been able to get in transition, especially in the second half as much as you wanted. You defended well. But again, 8 of those 11 are in this half.
This is Dayton responding after their worst loss in 4 years earlier this week. Swamp, it's going to be an offensive foul.
Not cleaning up possessions, and the Flyers are making plays. When the game is on the line, they've made the plays right now. Now they can keep doing that for the final minute 49.
It's been all Jimerson and Swamp for St. Louis. 36 points. The rest of the team's got 21.
And turnovers are a story for them, too. There's 16 turnovers for the Bills as well.
Yep, too many. It's into Bennett. Guarded by Johnson. 5 to shoot. Minute 25 to go in the game. Latong feeds Bennett, trying to get it to give it go, and it's taken away. Johnson has it. There's going to be a foul.
And in this situation, if he makes the second, you can set up some token.
Flyers still have 3. Possession arrow favors the Billikens if we get a jump. Whistle before that. What do we have?
So Avila's little offense, defense. He can't beat him right now if they're going to try to foul.
Yeah, Picard at 6'11", 35 in white for St. Louis. Almost a steal. Jimerson going to get him for a foul, though, on Latong.
And the
1 for 2 in this game. That's big hit. Versus St. Joe's, many of which, of course, to watch him, along with, you know, Reynolds and Fleming for the Hawks. But
Rasheer Fleming was the main attraction, but that was a nice appetizer because they're watching him and they saw him play really well. Coming down the other way, nice move by Swope.
To the corner, Warlick for 3. How big is that?
Wakefield part 2, and they were willing to leave him in the corner. They didn't do that earlier in the game.
And there have been some times that the Flyers have relinquished some big leads this year. They don't want to have it again. Almost a steal. Now they got a foul. And Cheeks was being hounded here.
I'll tell you what's tough. It's for guy.
First trip to the free throw line tonight for Enoch Cheeks.
Short of it. And straighten his legs before he let it go. It wasn't in sync.
That was missing the front half of the 1-and-1. That could be critical here as Avila's got it. Whoa. Trying to go inside to get knocked away. Looking for Warlick. Santos up to Cheeks.
And he's got 4. He can't foul there, and he just fouled out. Those were consecutive plays that just cannot happen from one of your guys.
Obviously one of the best in the conference in this country too as well.
Over for Indiana State, first sellout they've had this year. Dayton in the house, national TV. You want to show out and show up in these games. Unfortunately for him, he did not. And every gift they've been given. I mean, Cheeks missed the free throw before as Johnson now. Oh, I think he was looking for too much contact. Alexander was giving him the lane. Every time they've had a stop or they had a Cheeks missed the front end of 1-and-1, they've never capitalized.
Does Dayton have enough to hang on here and respond? The way they played against this team has been really good over the years. They've won 8 of the last 10 as Warlick hits the bucket to cut it to 5. But there's still 32.1 seconds remaining. It's still a 1-and-1 when the next foul is called. And the bonus arrow also favors St. Louis if we get a jump. Now here's Alexander driving in. You don't want to do that. Foul him if he makes a basket.
But this is where like the sense of things.
Automatic 2 no matter what. And Alexander here does have the 2 as he was in the act of shooting.
Playing the ball.
Swope. 25 seconds to go. Lost the handle. Alexander with the steal. That may do it. Jimerson on the foul with 20 points.
He played defensively very well. He made the right plays offensively. Took a couple threes that aren't, late game because Malachi's not had his best day.
Yeah, Malachi Smith at 21 minutes in this game, 1 for 10 from the field with just 2 points. But the rest of the team picking them up here. Johnson for Swope. Long 3. Not there. Latong the rebound. No more fouls from the Billikens. Dayton will improve to 14-3 when scoring 70-plus points on the season. They respond after a 22-point loss midweek and win by 8 on the road at St. Louis.
Dayton is really good, but they have struggled and had these ups and downs. If they can figure this thing out and right the ship and remain consistent home and road, they have the wins in the non-league to have an at-large bid.